Make sure you safe with your stuff, because otherwise it goes down the drain. Bad news. So ASMR. Let's get some ASMR.
So much room for activities.
Viewer survey time. Who thinks we should get rid of the door altogether and just...
What up, YouTube? Project number 463. We've only completed 2, so hopefully this will be 3. We are going after this crap. This dumb freaking door. It's nasty. I know we're going to show you all of our cutie nasty stuff. So a little backstory. I use something on my head because I'm bald called Head Shed. It's really gritty and granular, but it leaves
dark brown.
that behind. Now I just showered, so it's all wet, but it's really gross. And then of course, yeah, God, that's so nasty. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this whole thing out. We're gonna have to take out that, the sides, the bottom rails, take the whole deal out, clean it all up, coat it with a hydrophobic sealant, which is, you know, your Rain-X type stuff, and then put it all back in. But we would love to go over to one of those retracting doors. I think that would be awesome. They have vinyl in the middle, etc., etc. So if some manufacturers out there are looking at it, Nautilus or whatever, wow, we'd love to try out one of your products. We'll install it, give you a video. Yeah, shameless plug. Got it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get this all prepped up, get everything out of here. I'm gonna start taking stuff apart. We're gonna take the doors outside, the frame outside where I can clean it. And then while that's happening, we're gonna scrub down all these walls, get all in here, get all this cleaned up, put the hydrophobic sealant on there so it helps keep that rinsing off, and then hopefully put it all back together.
And hopefully it'll all go back the way it came in, just cleaner, or go back the way it came out, just cleaner. And you know,
Nope.
it is not something this is the first time we've ever done this while we've owned this RV. So it's about time. Been about 3 years. I mean, yeah. So anyway, hopefully we'll have some dramatic and results when we're done.
Cool. We'll see you after the intro. Here, and we're going to turn it this way and go out and swing around.
Okay.
But I need to get out here so I can clear this. But I'm wondering if I have you in here lifting this and I'll pick up the glass.
Because you think they're going to come together? I thought they were going to separate.
No. They'll all stay. If thing falls and breaks, then we get a retractable one. Just can't take a shower for a little while. All right, I want you to go inside. And all you're going to do is put a hand here Your hand there. You're gonna push up while I pick up. Okay, go. All right, now, yep, turn. There you go. All right.
They're gonna slide out the end.
Let me have it.
Okay.
So we took the whole thing out. Hopefully you got to see that. Now getting it outside the trailer. These are heavy. So I'm really pushing me to want the retractables because I bet you they're a lot lighter. But yeah, this is a lot of weight to have glass in here. So.
Some suspenseful music here. Please be careful, baby.
So we're gonna try, keyword try, and show you how these things are together, and so that you can, you know, if you ever try to do this on your own, you understand. The bottom's just rode in the tracks. That was easy enough to get out. We just took the big metal rail, slid it right off these rollers here, right? So now in here, put my finger above it, right about here-ish, I think. There's a little roller sticking out of the middle glass that's touching this glass. It'll come out, but we got to pop this little tab off. So you can see underneath, yeah, it's got a little catch. And so I don't know if I can do it with a finger, if I have to grab a screwdriver. Yeah, I'll have to grab a screwdriver. We'll pop this out and then we can slide this piece apart, and then I'm thinking the second and third come apart the same way. Hold that for me. Is there one on top too? Yeah, maybe. Let go. Let go. Nope. It's only from the bottom. How can you get that thing out of there? Oh, it's real tight. It looks like it's a tab. Right?
Yeah, I know. It almost looks like you just kind of grab it like that.
The top is hooked like that, so I can't grab that. I just don't want to. Oh, it's so close.
Oh, it's way up inside there. There you go.
Okay.
That's where the magic starts.
So now I want you there.
Got it?
Das ist it. It's kind of nasty, so
Gnarly.
we'll clean those up.
Make them beautiful.
You know. See if we can get under here, clean up the glass, treat it.
Okay, so one of the issues, right, that we're having is the caulking that they did. Moisture has gotten behind some of that as well, and has grown some lab experiments in there. So
well, actually, let's back up. So this whole project actually was started in our minds probably 6 months into owning the trailer, because what was happening is right along this edge right here, there was little trickles of water that were coming down.
That's right.
And so what we were assuming was happening is, like you can see here, after I showered today, there's pooling of water, is that they didn't caulk around these screws that went in, so the water's sitting in the tray, getting underneath, and then rolling, and then coming down. So that's when the whole thought process of doing this started. Well, one thing that Laura and I have become very, very good at is procrastinating. And so we have procrastinated this for
years.
Yeah, 2 years maybe. And so it gets to this point, which is nasty. I got it. I'm sure if you guys want to, you know, if y'all would comment, you'd probably flame us in the comments. But seeing you don't, I think we're safe. Hint, hint. Anyway, it's pretty gross. I get it.
But we know why
nobody's
it's there.
perfect,
It's
right?
not like it's
I want to see y'all's bathrooms, and then you can judge me. But so anyway, we got to that point. I almost started a couple times on my own, but I knew I was going to need another set of hands. So anyway, that's why we're here to this point, because it started from that leak. Now you can. Sorry to interrupt you, but
no, that's right. And then again, they gets behind the caulking in the back, on the back side that looks a little moldy, and you could scrub all you want to, and you're never going to get it out. So, I mean, we're not dirty birds generally, but we're not, you know, we're not always 100% either. So now he's got to cut the caulking off carefully without scratching my bathroom. Oh, there you go. That's going to be easy. And so then he can remove all that. We're going to re-caulk. I love Jay just like saying the word caulk. Let's caulk. I won't leave that in, but caulk-a-doodle-doo. So ASMR. Let's get some ASMR. Did you hear that? Doubt it. Oh yeah, no wonder.
But yeah, see all these mounting screws?
Huh.
All
There you go. Just like my last video. Rusted because
All
they
right.
didn't use
galvanized or stainless steel.
It's getting really hot.
What are you crying about?
The GoPro's getting hot.
Huh?
The camera's getting hot. Oh yeah, so you can see how much water's been getting into
It's
there.
all in here.
Look at
So no
that.
wonder it's leaking out. Because it could be running down this way. There. That's going to be nasty to clean.
Once now that it's off, it's going to be a whole lot easier.
Well, yeah,
Do I have to touch it? No,
Yep.
I'm just saying.
but you're going to be in here.
Oh yeah, I don't mind doing cleaning. You know me. That's my life's work. Yeah, once a cleaner, always a cleaner. If I don't fall down the stairs. Okay. Oh, that's so gross. All right, now comes the elbow grease time.
So much room for activities.
As long as you
Okay.
don't want to get water everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, viewer survey time. Who thinks we should get rid of the door altogether and just put up a shower curtain? That is an option. Or, as Olie was suggesting, getting a roll-up vinyl door, or just replacing it back with the trifold doors. I'm not sure if I have an opinion at this time. I've often thought about just putting up a shower curtain. It will make the bathroom a little more colorful. Of course, we haven't done any upgrades to the walls or anything like that. But, you know, you just don't want to get water everywhere. So then there's always cost involved with everything, so I tend to just stick with what we have. Easier on the budget. But look at this here. This was allowing a lot of water to come underneath that track, if you can see that. That is crazy.
Yeah, and we're gonna do one piece of glass at a time. So that way we don't mess up anything.
Yeah, okay.
So there's that. So shameless plug for chemical guys. HydroView ceramic glass coating cleaner and protector. I'm gonna scrub it down first, but then we'll put this on that inner side, and that's that hydrophobic.
Hydromatic.
Yeah, I don't know if they actually say it's hydrophobic, but basically what it means, yeah, HydroView. Anyway, so it's meant to give you a coating on there so that the water beads off.
I get to sit down and watch.
So we're gonna cheat, because I like to cheat, and I like power tools.
More power.
Yeah, Tim Allen. So we're gonna use these scrubbers, but Laura really likes this power paste. So we're gonna use a little of this with that. I think we should be okay. Yes?
Might need, yeah, might need to get it a little bit damp.
Yeah, I'm going to this hose.
Okay. It's kind of got a...
Well, it's because it's all cupped out.
Slightly.
Where's your... Working all right. It's just going to take a lot of dips in the...
Oh, there you go. Night and day. Yep, and that's so easy with that scrubber.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's why I got it. I was not going to fit. All right, let's do a quick rinse and see what we got.
It's going to take a lot less time than we thought.
Well, we hope. I haven't quite got there yet.
Very smooth.
I mean, you can still
and this
feel...
one here, you can...
Well, that's... Yeah, you can really feel
soap's
that.
going there, but yeah, it feels
There's... It's
a little
better.
bit of grit from that still, but...
Think so?
Well,
think
no,
it's-
just rinsing is all, I mean.
I think I still feel some of that soap stuff.
Look how clear it is,
I'll
though.
have to play with it. Yeah, it doesn't take much to...
So that's that one clear. Let's look at a comparison. My hand. Can we do a little comparison with... See? Cloudy. Yeah, almost like a horror movie that looked like.
All right. So
It's the best job, don't you, when we're working outside? All right. So I'm working on this track, and I showed you how dirty it was before. It's getting a little cleaner, but the outside part, and this is where that caulking is, I'm trying to get under it because it's got mold under it. But this is, so a lot of this, it doesn't just wipe off. You actually have to pull the caulking off. I don't know if you can see that, but maybe if I used a glove, I might grab it better because it's just really rubbery. It's inside there.
What are you doing? Why are you slacking off? Get back to work.
Working on it. Right? Oh yeah. Hey. Yes.
Huh?
Yes, please. Yeah, I don't know how this is not. Huh. Yeah. So I'm feeling this. This feels like it's the brown is. It feels more like it's not slimy. It feels more like mineral deposit. That's what that feels like. Because this one here is nice and slick and easy to clean. And we are still hard at it. This is what the shower looks like now. I think I got all the caulk, most of that residual caulk off. I did use Goo Gone. I'm always leery about using it because I'm afraid it will leave a residue or etch into the fiberglass, but so far so good. And now we haven't cleaned this yet, but we've got that part done. And let's go see what Olie's up to. How's it going, Olie? You should see how
Sponsors for this shit.
should see how nice the track looks. He's been working really hard on it. Look at that. Much better than when I had it was working on it. He ended up using a metal here, scraping off all the hard water deposits. So it looks great. Then he's using some of this hydro view on. Nope. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you use on it? Oh, Flitz. Nice on the metal. Look at this. It's almost brand new. And for one last little peek, here are the 3 doors. I am now armed. I've always been dangerous, but now I'm armed. Alright, I don't know how many times we've had to say we are not highly trained, skilled professionals. Look what I have done to this. The most important thing is, can you see the difference in the dirt? It's picking up all the stuff that gets in this. It's kind of a non-slip pattern there, so it is getting it up. I will show a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead for a rinse. How's that look? You know, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be better. Olie's getting ready to do the final touches. It looks so nice. Man, look how clear that is. This was a long process. I'm glad we don't do it but once every
Once every never.
They look great. So how does that work? You just spray it on and leave it, or?
Yeah, well, you read the instructions. You got to shake well.
Okay.
1 to 3 sprays onto microfiber cloth that in direct sunlight. All right, right onto the thing. Remember, do it and grab premium micro. Flip the towel over to a clean side. Secondary dry to buff on. For extra dirty glass, you clean it first.
Okay, well,
Okay.
we did that already.
So we have applicator, cleaner.
I'm not sure whose idea this was, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't mine.
So we can go directly onto the, onto the glass. Just buff it in. On there and let it do its thing and come back.
We are in the last steps, some of the last steps. What are you going to do first, Olie?
Alright, well, I'm going to put the bottom in now.
You only had 1 screw, right?
Yeah, just 1 screw because the 2 sides will hold it kicking side to side.
Okay.
It's just meant to be guides for the doors to slide on. It's not that big a deal. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a bead of caulk in here, just a thin one, and 1 along that side edge. I'm going to make sure to hit this a little bit so the screw goes into it and takes it down in there with it. And then we'll put it in, we'll screw it in. And then we'll do the same thing with the 2 side rails.
Okay.
And then we'll caulk both this, because that edge from there to this because
Yeah.
this is in the way. So from here back, this
gonna be
this
difficult.
outside isn't going to be it, but the inside will. But by
Okay.
having those beads on the inside, I think that'll help mitigate water getting under here. And my biggest thing is I don't want it getting under the pan. So once we do that, then we'll put the sides up.
And you already wiped it down with alcohol?
Yeah, sorry, I spoke about alcohol. I mean,
Cool.
obviously we didn't get all of the
It's
caulk
close.
off, but it's got a relatively flat surface and it's clean, it's
Yeah.
oil free, hasn't been touched by normal hands anymore. I put gloves on. I think we're ready to rock and roll. We just gotta get, should have 2 screws left in the pan. Booyah.
Okay. And along with the boop things comes a fly. Watch. Alright. So far so good. Whoops. At least they're in. That's all that matters. Those guys are heavy, aren't they?
A little bit.
Alright, I'm gonna put this down and help him put it in. And we'll be back in a minute. Alright, so that part is in. I'm in the way, as
Now you go
usual.
look.
Okay, so it's not screwed in yet. But here's the top. Here's the doors. I'm gonna wait for him to be finished and tell me we're good to go. But so far so good. Whew.
That is happening.
Thank you for a job well done, Olie.
Well, we'll find out later.
Let me get a shower.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Not the best idea. Not being up that shower.
Oh.
But at least we got it done.
We did get it done. It's been a project that's been on the refrigerator for like eons. And now it's done and I don't have to worry about it again for like 2 years.
Hopefully a very short period of time, because one of you awesome YouTubers out there, or one of you awesome sponsors is going to send us one of them roll-up doors, and I can take all that monstrosity out and get rid of it and put in a fancy dancy little light one.
Okay, so how do we end this video, dear?
Okay, so the shipping address is down in the...
All right, well, I probably look like a wreck, and I know I do. I have spatter everywhere. It's on my legs, it's on my shoes. It was on the hall wall, the wall in the hall. I have to now, why is every job make more work? Well, it's because when I do it. Anyway, we thank you for watching this video today. We do appreciate it. If you aren't subscribed, if you'd hit that subscribe button, the like, and most of all, as we have always said, we would really appreciate a comment. Tell Olie how you think you did, or what maybe you think you should have done differently. There's always that. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Bye. All right, everybody, we are going to check out the very latest in the RV shower that we worked on so hard yesterday, and it has now been hydro view ceramic seal, and you can see some of the beading here. No more mold under the caulking, and it just looks great. So let's go ahead and one last peek. All right, this is Sold on RV Life, and we are